Smooches, everybody gets a smooch. From Creole butterfly, yeah, she's spreading love to you. To all my butterflies, in the kingdom we fly. With love in the air, spreading joy to the sky. Smooches like a kiss in the breeze. From Creole butterfly, putting hearts at ease. Yeah, she's the queen with the love so high. Smooches to the world like we're touching the sky. Creole butterfly, spreading love so wide. Everywhere she goes, she's got that Libra pride. Graceful like wings, she floats through the air. Smooches for the kingdom, yeah, she's always there. With a heart full of gold and a spirit so free. She lifts up the fam with positivity. The Oprah of smooches, everybody gets a share. Sending love like kisses flying everywhere. Smooches, everybody gets a smooch. From Creole butterfly, yeah, she's spreading love to you. To all my butterflies, in the kingdom we fly. With love in the air, spreading joy to the sky. Smooches like a kiss in the breeze. From Creole butterfly, putting hearts at ease. Yeah, she's the queen with the love so high. Smooches to the world like we're touching the sky. In the butterfly kingdom, we all come together. With Creole butterfly, we rise through any weather. She's lifting hearts, putting smiles on faces. Smooches in the air, filling empty spaces. It's love, it's peace, and a whole lot of light. With her wings wide open, she's shining so bright. To all my butterflies, let's flutter and glide. With smooches from the queen, we feel that joy inside. She's the Libra queen, balanced and sweet. With every smooch she gives, it's love on repeat. The Oprah of smooches, giving love all around. In the butterfly kingdom, we're lifted off the ground. Every smooch is a blessing, every kiss is a gift. With Creole butterfly, our spirits always lift. Smooches, everybody gets a smooch. From Creole butterfly, yeah, she's spreading love to you. To all my butterflies, in the kingdom we fly. With love in the air, spreading joy to the sky. Smooches like a kiss in the breeze. From Creole butterfly, putting hearts at ease. Yeah, she's the queen with the love so high. Smooches to the world like we're touching the sky. To all my butterflies, keep soaring high. With Creole butterfly, love will never die. Smooches in the air, let's lift each other up. In the butterfly kingdom, we're filling every cup. Smooches, spreading love like gold. With Creole butterfly, it's a story to be told.
Hey everybody, I'm sorry I'm a little weak. Y'all know Mondays is my treatment day, so but anyway, hey everybody, this is your girl Creole Butterfly Libra Butterfly Coco 929 coming to you guys from the great state of Kentucky, where women are beautiful and the horses are fast. The horses are beautiful, the women are fast. It just really depends on what you like. I want to say happy birthday, happy anniversary, happy quinceañera, happy bar mitzvah to Lottie Dottie and every darn body under the sound of my voice, and that will be listening to this a little later today, and to all of my beautiful butterfly people. Okay, I want to say smooches to you. And look, again, you know I'm the Oprah of the what? The smooches. So you get a smooch, you get a smooch, you get a smooch. Everybody gets a smooch. It's Monday, y'all. It's Miracle Monday. So I hope you all having a wonderful day. Okay, check this out. First of all, let me start by giving some gratitude to a person. This lady, she is a content creator on YouTube. I won't say her name, but thank you so much for being one of my supporters. It's funny because I always be in your skies listening to you. And I know you talk about celebrity news and all this and stuff, but I thank you so much. And I thank you for telling me to just keep doing me. You know, no matter how big or small you get, you always need somebody to push you and tell you to keep doing you. And so I appreciate you so much. You know, I don't take things like that lightly or for granted. And for somebody of your magnitude or your statue, at least here on YouTube, I appreciate you so much. See, I told you I can thank you without telling who you are. But I am in awe of you. I am very much in awe of you. Thank you so much, especially dealing with, crab in the bucket, sometimes people. And, yeah. So, and then, back some people being bigger than you, they listen to your content and then they steal it. Some people just say what you say, and then some people, spin it a little bit, but it's still your content and your content, and they don't shout your name out, give you no credit or nothing. So that makes people think that you're not doing nothing, and they little do they know that the content that they listening to from they whoever it came from you. And it's like you be sitting back like, really, really, really. Is that how we doing it? Okay, but God knows all. And what I do, everything that I do, I want to make him proud. Okay, so it just is what it is. But thank you so much. You didn't want to hear all that, but thank you so much. Anyway, move forward. Hey everybody. Okay, so 2023, December of 2023, one of the prophecies that I gave you guys was that Jay-Z would be exposed, or something would come out about Jay-Z this year. Okay. And I said, I said, you'll hear it every now and then it'll start picking up a little bit more, then it'll start getting momentum. And I think as of yesterday, life be life, and y'all. Plus, yesterday, I got to tell y'all about that. But anyway, yesterday, honey, outside of Jesus and his joys, I don't know what came out. So I think yesterday, it came out a little bit that Jay-Z um, is named or something like that in a thing with Diddy. But I also told y'all this. When y'all saying something, and just like I said at the beginning, allegedly, if I didn't, let me say allegedly, all through this video, okay? Um, these celebrities are going to start suing you people, okay? Very quickly now. The laws have caught up with internet. The laws have caught up with social media. And these people going to start coming after your livelihood, your house, your car, everything when y'all misrepresent what is being said about them. So be very careful, because that's the next big wave that's going to take. I told y'all that even TD Jakes was going to start suing. Hello. Her. Anywho, I don't know if what was said is true or not. It's not my monkey, not my circus. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it was true or not. All I know is it's easier now to come out here and put an allegation on somebody because we have the internet. Okay. So it's easier to come out here and put an allegation on somebody. And it's easier now because the people who they know connected to Diddy, right? So, just like I told y'all, now everybody named Mama suing Diddy. I went to a party and he touched my hand and oh, I felt so dizzy. But I didn't tell nobody that I felt dizzy, But I felt dizzy when he touched my hand. He shook your hand and you felt dizzy. Wow. So yeah, a lot of that, the people girls start getting sued, okay? I knew this screen looked funny for some reason. What's up, Mr. Living? Hey, boo. Kendra. Okay, you can watch the replay. Thank you. Age of the Aquarius. You right about that, boo. You are absolutely right about that. Let me go, since we're already talking about that. Let me tell y'all something. A couple of years ago, I got a vision. Okay, sometimes God deals with me in visions where I see things, and then sometimes He just speaks. Right. So there has been. Remember, I also told you guys that we need to pray for the Black men, because we was gonna start hearing a lot of things about Black men that we had never heard about, especially about killing their significant others, right? And so, hey, what's up, Shaker? And y'all remember that, right? So, what happened? It's like that whole year, all we heard was he killed his girlfriend, he killed his baby mama, he did, Okay, so I also told y'all, but it's coming a year where Black men will start getting back in their correct places. They're going to start standing up like they used to back in the old days. That time will begin to come as we go out of this year into the new year. In 2025, 2 means agree, 5 means man. Okay. Now, also, women are considered under the 5 for men. Okay. Because God took Adam, Lord. Yeah, Adam took his rib to make Eve. Okay, so they consider, sometimes when you read in the Bible and it talks about man, it's talking about woman as well. Okay, so we will start to see in 2025, we're going to see more men, period, but especially black men, start to stand up and take their rightful place doing for their children. It's going to be such a shift. It's going to be undeniable. Okay. It's going to be undeniable. Also, you're going to see a lot of black men come back into worship, come back into church. Not these churches that's all they thinking about is money. I'm talking about God's church. Because y'all do know that not every church is God's church. Even though it has Jesus on it and all them, whatever. It can have Jesus, him crucified, what they think God looked like in Mary, okay? But it don't mean, because some of these churches have Ichabod across it. And Ichabod means the absence of God, the absence of Jesus, okay? So, but you will start seeing men start to come back in to serve God and to get in their rightful place. So I'm looking forward to that. I am very much looking forward to that. And like I told y'all, 25 is the year of agreement. You're going to have to come in agreement, okay, with some things, okay? And with, y'all, it's some things I can say, there's some things I can't. So, okay, so let's get it, let's go on. One of the things that you need to do before the first of the year, some of us, we live this way so we don't have to do it. You know how they always say, if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. Some of y'all are gonna have to make sure before this year goes out, okay, before the end of this month, that you let go of the things that's no longer serving you. I don't care if it's friendship, family, grown kids, mama them, daddy them, neighbors, whoever, okay, jobs. You may have to start, even if you can't just quit your job, and I'm not saying that it's stupid. What I'm saying is apply somewhere different. Apply up, apply out, apply. Okay, especially when you feel like that you at a standstill, that stuck. That's not the way that you want to live 2025, because you're already going to have many things that's going to come against you in 2025. Okay, but God is still God, right? So that's what you want to do. Make sure that you got your ducks in a row. A lot of people, I've been hearing people, right, mama them. I've been hearing a lot of people say that that they want a passport and they can't get it. Just do what you can, okay, to make sure that you at least got the correct ID, okay, because y'all know they changed the IDs, okay. Make sure you got the correct ID. If you got to make an appointment now, make an appointment, okay, and just be moving forward to getting your passport, all right. um Also, I told you we already talked about the stocking and stuff. Oh, thank y'all. That's another thing. I forgot about that. Another thing in 2023, I told y'all that would be happening in 2024. You would hear about earthquakes. I said, and then it's a possibility that a tsunami can hit. I don't know if it's going to be, remember I said, I don't know if it's going to hit America. I don't know if it's going to hit China. I said, but it is a tsunami that's going to be lurking. So we need to pray about that. Okay. So from my understanding, when California had that earthquake, the next thing that they said is that a tsunami is threatening. So let's keep California in our prayers, y'all. Okay. And anybody that you know, right? Let's just keep America pure. America needs your prayers. Not that anybody else don't, but I live here. Okay. I pray about all things, but I live here. Okay. So we really need, prayer here first. Here. You always cover home. It says love, you cover home, and then it spreads abroad. You know what I'm saying? So then on top of that, let me get here too. Okay, let me get here. Since I'm already walking in it, let me walk all the way in. Okay, playing with God. Now, some of y'all might want to leave out, come back, and that's fine. Or y'all might want to catch the replay later, and I get that. I understand. Thank you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Smooches to you. Okay, now let me get back into what I'm saying. Okay. This plan with God is getting a little bit out of hand. It's really been out of hand. But you think that people would get some act right and know that the all-knowing, all-being that can snatch your life without even, you know, that can kill you with a blink of an eye and all of this, right? That they would think about that and be like, you know what, I ain't gonna play with God. I ain't gonna play with God. You expect the atheists, because they don't believe in God anyway. They don't believe in Jesus. They don't believe in God. They don't believe in none of that, right? All they believe in is themselves. And I think some of them don't even believe in themselves. So here's the warning. Warning. Okay. God always sends his prophet, right? To speak things first before it happens. Here's the warning. Those of you all who think it's funny to play with God, first of all, I take it personal. Second of all, God ain't playing. Have you not looked and saw what's going on out here? Have you not seen? Have you not heard? What's going on out here? I'm gonna read you something. Like I said, this may not be for you, and I get it, but I can't change who I am, and I'm not going to. And I don't apologize for who I am either, okay? All right, here we go, right here. Thus said the Lord of hosts, I remember that which Amalek did to Israel, how he lay in wait for him on the way when he came up from Egypt. Now go and smite Amalek, utterly destroy all that they have. Spare them not, but slay both man, woman, infant, suckling, ox, sheep, camel, and an ass. And Samuel gathered the people together, numbered them in Talium 200,000 footmen and 10,000 men of Judah. Why did I read that? I read that because God don't play, and he'll have somebody come and off you for playing with him or his people. You're going to start seeing people who say that they're called for whatever, and they're going to go to play with God or about him, and their tongue is going to get stuck to the roof of their mouth. You're going to start seeing people who call themselves whatever, pastor, bishop, preacher, teacher, it don't matter, call themselves whatever, standing in the pulpit and gonna go to play, not play like, oh, God whoop me, not that. I'm talking maliciously. You're gonna see them drop dead in the pulpit. You're gonna start seeing this stuff on an alarming rate. This dispensation that we're in, you got dispensations, okay? And my butterflies know I've talked about the different dispensations. You right now we're in the dispensation of grace. However, we're at the end of grace and moving into judgment. Okay? When we go into judgment, you better hope whatever you do that God is not happy with, that you pay for it then, because if not, when you close your eyes, you got to pay for it over there. I'm going to say that again. You better hope that in this dispensation that we're in, okay, moving into judgment, that God allows you to get whatever's coming to you right then instead of you closing your eyes. Because if you close your eyes and you still got something to pay because of something you did in judgment, you already know where you're going to wake up at. Okay. Now, here's the thing. I heard people always saying, I'm going to heaven. I'm going to heaven. I'm going to heaven. Okay? No matter what they do, they could lie, steal, kill, cheat. It don't matter. They're going to heaven. Okay? And everybody believes that. And then you have a whole lot of people that believe there's a heaven and no hell. I don't know how you fix your mouth to do that. Whatever. That's between you and the Father. Okay? But let me tell you something. Everybody's going to heaven. Butterflies, chill out, because I know y'all know where I'm going. We've talked about this. Everybody's going to heaven. Everybody is. But are you staying? Oops. Are you staying? And this ain't church. I'm obedient. See, I'd rather obey him and have y'all mad at me than to not obey him and have him mad at me. See, I can't take him being mad at me. Y'all, I don't care. I just really don't. When it comes to stuff like this, Jesus and all this, I don't care. I'll be mad. You know, But everybody's going. But are you staying? See, everybody has to go before the judgment seat. Everybody. And the judgment seat ain't in hell. So everybody's going. You ain't special. Everybody going. Because you got to answer. You got to answer. So those of you all who think it's still cute to keep playing with God, no, you ain't called. You ain't even chosen, boo. Come on. Chosen is his elite armies. Many are called, but a few are chosen. That's like the supreme preem of the National Guard, Army, Navy, Marines, Air Force. Those are the creme de cremes, okay? The ones that's chosen, i.e., me and others like me. So that's what I'm gonna say about that. And that's what I want to say about that. So it is what it is. But I will say this. I do believe people are lining Jay-Z up. Do I think that he is innocent? Absolutely not. None of us is. Okay. The boy did tell y'all he used to sell dope. That he became a rapper from, being a dope guy and going on. A whole lot of us used to do things that, if people go back and look in our past, there go we. That's why I tell my own stuff. It ain't that I ain't ashamed of it because it made me who I am. See, it's hard for me to be ashamed of anything that my end result was doctor. I'm gonna say that again. It's hard for me to be ashamed of anything that I started out doing and my end result ended up being doctor. Okay, so that means that from level to level, just like they say, from glory to glory, from level to level, God allowed me to reach the ultimate peak, which is the doctor status. My daddy, before he died, he had 2 doctorates. And he was 60 something years old when he died. And I'm thinking about going back to school my dang self. This time I'm going back for, it has to do with radiology. See, here's the thing. Yesterday, this is a good segment to go right into yesterday. Yesterday, let me start from the beginning. My baby girl, she had given up on church, not God, but church. She was mad at God because the year before he had took her sister, her favorite sister, the one she looks like. They look like twins, and they so far in between age, it's ridiculous. They like what 20, 15, 18 years or something like that. And so the following year, he took her daddy, my husband. So to be honest, all of my children are still a little upset with God, and God knows us. So it's where we would get mad. I say, "Oh, God gonna get you." No, He knows us, and He deals with us exactly where we are. Okay, so she hadn't been to church. Like she would drop in like raindrops, honey. Like every now and then, she wouldn't stay. She would come in and give me something, or give my mama something, speak to everybody, and leave. You know. So y'all know I switched. Y'all know I went on and went up under my bishop and everything, and I love it, love it, love it, love it. Like I said, it took me so long, and I don't know why. It took me trying to hold on to dead things, dead places, dead situations because it's familiar. That's the one part of my life that I did hold on to something that I shouldn't have. But anyway, I'm still living to tell the story. So I asked my daughter, and I said, I asked her, I said, I want you to go to church with me one Sunday. Well, what's so funny is her girlfriend said, okay, Mom, I'm off Sunday. We can go Sunday. Is that okay, babe? And my daughter was like, yeah, that's fine. Like it. Because at first she turned her head because I know how she feel about the church building, the people of the church. And I can't much blame them. I cannot much blame them. But anyway, so I asked them, they said, yeah. I said, oh, I was so excited. I'm like, I ain't going to tell nobody because as soon as I open up my mouth, let me tell y'all, I.e., put a pin right there. Sidebar, moving silence. That has been working for me. Even though I love y'all and I want to come out here and tell y'all all the blessings that's going on and the things that God is opening up for me and blah, 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 blah. Moving silence, because not everybody that smiles in your face that say they for you is happy for you. and the enemy will use them to try to hinder your blessing, to pray against your blessing. Because believe it or not, praying to their God, but it ain't my God. Okay, moving forward. So I was like so excited, so excited, so excited. So she texted me and said, "Are you still coming to get me at this time?" And I said, that's the first thing how I knew it was gonna be all right. I said, "Yeah." She said, "Okay." She said, "Well, good night." I said, "Good night." So that so Sunday morning, I texted her and said, "I'm on my way," like that. So when I got out there, um, I had pulled around one port that I don't never pull around, but I pulled around one port of our apartment building, and she came out. She was ready. She came out, had a Bible in her hand. Honey, y'all see, y'all play with this thing. Y'all play with it. Y'all be happy if y'all kids, you know, sell a gram or something, you know, get a $50 hour job. Who wouldn't? But I get happy over my kids serving God. I get happy over my children knowing who God is, because they was raised up in a God-fearing home with God-fearing parents. But we kept it 100. We kept it real with them. We never lied to them about our past. We never lied to them about what we went through. None of that. They saw God work situations out for their parents. Okay. So anyway, she got in the car, and I said, where's my baby? And she said, she's not going. And I said, oh, okay. I'm like, okay. See, I don't question some things. Some things only God knows. I don't question. I said, okay. I said, one thing I wanted to make sure that I said, let me just ask this and I'm done with it. She sick? She said, no, ma'am. It's okay. That's it. All right. We get to the church. We sitting there and everything, before we get out and all this. And so finally we get out and we go into church, and uh I can tell I'm looking at her out of my peripheral, right? And she's looking around, and people's like, "Good morning, praise God, how are you? Howdy, how you doing?" Different people's speaking and all this and stuff. So we go in there, we go in the sanctuary, we sit down, and everything. And so the praise leader came around, and he always messed with me. He said, "Doctor, I'm coming to get my hug." I said, "I know you are." And so I hugged him. He hugged me, and I said, "This is my baby girl. It's my daughter." And he said, "Hi, daughter," like it, and everything. And she started laughing and stuff. And so he was like, "You ready to come up here and sing with us? Can you sing?" And she looked. I said, "Yes." I said, "All my children can sing." I said, "They got it honestly, like it." And so, he was just talking to her, and I could see her like feeling like awesome. Well, it's this girl. She's a girl to me, but she's a woman. Um, Me and her mother grew up in the same projects. That's what I've named them, projects. We grew up in the same projects, right? And we cool. Even to this day, we still cool and everything. So her daughter got a grant, was on the news and everything, got a grant to build these small homes for homeless people, right? And she goes to my church. And this girl always reminded me of my baby girl. So for my baby girl to be at church and to see my friend's child being the getting the service started, and y'all, and what's so funny, sometimes things are not meant to be recorded, because yesterday I tried to get my phone because I wanted to record. Our service was so, oh my goodness, it was so electrifying, and that was before the word. I mean, just oh my goodness. Anyway, so my daughter, she was just out into the praise and worship, and she was waving her hand like I could. She sat behind me because we both like the end seat, and I wasn't giving up my seat. Call me Patty if you want to. Hi, my name is Patty LaBelle. I wasn't giving up my. I love the end because I just do. I don't know, but so did she. She did it honestly, right? So she's like, "I'm gonna sit behind you, ma'am." I cracked up. I said, "Okay." I thought to myself, well, it was her first time. I could have, been less Patty and let her sit on the end. But anyway, so she sat behind me, and I could see, because the way that I was turned, that she was standing and she was holding her hands up and she was clapping. And y'all just, and I know y'all like, okay, what's the big deal about that? The big deal is my child went from I ain't going to church, a medic guy, to oh yeah, I'll go with you, and bringing her Bible because she reads her word faithfully, okay, and bringing her Bible. And then not only that, but getting into the service by raising her hands, telling God, thank you. And yes, I'm a proud mama. Yes, because I could see God working. Like I said, y'all be happy for y'all kids for whatever. I'm happy because mine know the Lord. See, I'm happy because mine know God. And so just to see this child who was mad at God, I ain't going back to church. I don't want none of that, to going walking in the church, first of all, admit telling me yes, she was going, keeping her word, bringing her sword, getting into the service, and then come on. I'm trying not to scream. Oh my God, I'm trying not to scream. Oh gosh. And then when it was altar call, that's what I call it. But when after the word came forth, and I'm talking about the word, after the word came forth, and the woman of God was like, I want I want the prayer people to come up here and stand across the front. And anybody who wants prayer, or if you just want the altar, if you don't want nobody to pray for you, just want to come and kneel at the altar, lay out at the altar, that's open for you. See, I love my church. Anyway, and so everybody was up there. They normally pray for people and stuff. And it's like, anybody need prayer? Come on. Now, this guy that sits in front of me. It's like we have the same assigned seats every Sunday. And his name is Minister Mitchell, right? He just got his minister paper. That man, the anointing on his life is ridiculous. Oh my goodness, it's ridiculous, right? I never told my daughter anything about anything, right? Because I'm new too. I don't know nothing about nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's how I want to know. All I want to know is Jesus and Him crucified when it come to you. I don't want to know your business. Don't want to know. I don't want to know none of that. Okay. So anyway, I'm sitting there and everything. So they done went up front, the people that's gonna pray and everything, and then you see maybe one or two people walk up front for prayer. All of a sudden I seen this black shadow walk past me. And I looked up, it was my baby girl. Hey God, I'm trying to hold it. I am trying to hold it. Ah, Jesus. Oh yeah, yeah. My baby girl goes up front, and she went straight to Minister Mitchell. When I saw that, when I saw that she went up front, and then when I saw she walked to Minister Mitchell, he was the only man up front. And usually they want all women to go to women and men to go to men. And at first he was trying to look for another woman, and I think he felt it like, no, she came to you for a reason. Y'all, I wasn't no more good. Because, see, here's the thing. I'm a mother. I had 9 children, 7 girls, 2 boys. And I remember a woman telling me, you don't know how it feels to be a helpless mother until your children become grown. And she said, as you get older, you'll understand that. You don't stop praying for them when they get grown. You actually pray for them even the more. See, now I understand, because when they're in your house, you kind of watch over them. You see their comings and goings, who they deal with, and stuff like that. But when they get grown and they move out on their own, you don't know nothing. So you got to trust that God that you taught them, that He's going to do exactly what you asked Him to do, which is protect them, cover them, and keep them. Baby, when I saw my daughter and I saw this man, and I could tell when it shifted even again, his whole body shifted, and she did too. And I'm like, come on, God. Come on, God. Come on, God. So anyway, she came back to her seat. I didn't even look at her. I couldn't look at her. I was too in my own, just thanking God. Then I saw one of the ushers grab the Kleenex and pass her Kleenex. I said, break through, God. Break through, come through, God. Break through, God. Ah, Lord, I love you, God. Anyway, so then, you know, I rubbed her back because she had just bent all the way down, like God was having His way with her, and I just rubbed her back, letting her know I'm here, and everything. Went back in my seat. So let me tell you something. The message yesterday was your ministry still brings confliction or something of I got it written down. And when I tell you that woman walked, because our bishop was out yesterday, he fell and bruised his ribs. When I tell you she walked with that word yesterday, heavy, talking about Jonah in the well. I know that story. I've heard that story. I thought in every way possible, but I didn't hear it like that yesterday. It was the honey. My daughter told me when we got in the car, she said, Mama, that word was created and custom for me. I'm listening, y'all, because I'm trying not to wreck his car, because I'm trying to hold my composure and not start shouting in the car and all this and stuff. And I said, for real? She said, yes, ma'am. She said, I didn't go to bed till 3:45 this morning because I was trying to figure some stuff out. I felt something. She said, that woman told me that God gave her that word at 6. She said, Mama, that was for me. She said, everything that woman was talking about was for me. She said, and I couldn't hold it. Y'all, won't he do it? Yes, he will. Won't he will? Yes. So, yes. So, adult people, they got adult kids that believe in God. Do not give up on your children. Do not give up on your children. Keep praying for them because we all have walked away at some point, but we came back. That's biblical. Keep praying and covering your children. And if you don't have no kids, pick some kids to pray for. Some of y'all get on my nerves. I ain't got no kids. I ain't got to worry about it. But you live around kids. Where you go to the store, you're going to bump into kids. When you go out to eat, you bump into kids. You see where I'm going to this? So you need to pray for somebody's kids so that your experience can be great and won't none of them knock you upside your head and rob you. Mr. and Mrs. Selfish. My goodness today. Anywho, so I was just y'all. Yesterday was that day for me. It was just that day, and the woman of God said, "Some of y'all stop letting people get a ride with you." She said, "Stop letting people get a ride with you." She said, "Here you are. You done started anew. God's blessing you. You walking forward, and you got somebody want to keep you in somewhere. Oh, you said something that I didn't like. Oh, I heard you was talking about me. Oh, I heard this, and you trying to figure out like, has it that somebody's able to say that to you about me? I thought we was, y'all." I screamed. I screamed. I said, she ain't talking to me. She said, keep going. Don't give your attention to that. And I'm like, I don't. I'm at a point in my life, y'all. Like I said, I am a preacher. Okay. We used to preaching to one or none. And then we used to preaching to big crowds. The most I've ever preached to, I think, was 1,000 people. And to me, that's a lot. But to other preachers, that's just a drop in the bucket. I don't care. This is how I was raised. Just, hey, Dr. Lashana, hey, boo. Yes, Kendra, won't he do it? Yes. Honey, this is how I was raised. Even if 5 people are there, okay, it's somebody, even if it's just 1 out of the 5 that needs to hear what you got to say. Gotta send you for one person because that's how important that person is to him. So that's why y'all know y'all always say, Creole always say numbers don't mean nothing to her. Yes, it do. How you gonna tell me? I ain't like y'all. Lord, today, I'm trying, God. I'm trying. I'm trying. I also want to say to St. James, thank you so much. We're going to hook it up. We're going to hook it up. For y'all that didn't know, St. James and I will be interviewing him. Hopefully, we're trying to work it out now. If you don't know who St. James is, you need to get your happy hips over there to the church sector and check him out. Okay, I love me some St. James. Uh, So yeah, we trying to hook it up. Also, 2025 is the year, I guess, of interviews for me because y'all know I still got Breonna Taylor's mother that's going to interview with me next year. We're trying to work it out for March. Excuse me, since that trial is over and he's convicted to jail, that police officer that was trying to, hang around. So she did agree to interview with me, and I'm honored. She's not charging me nothing. The woman's a millionaire, but she's not charging me nothing. Thank you, Jesus. She's got things coming up, so I'll wait on her. Hello, she's doing it for the free.com. But people, let me tell you how your integrity follows you. People have told her, she evidently asked somebody, did they know me? What was I like? And then somebody else spoke up before that person could speak up and got to talking about me in a positive light. And that's what made her say yes. Come through, God. So you see why I don't worry about this right here? You see why I don't worry about that? Because I'm the same person on here as I am off of here. I try my best to keep my word. I try my best with everything in me. And when I can't, I let a person know. So I'm just excited. I'm very much excited that I know I got 2 interviews possibly for 2025. I claim them. Okay, I claim them. My highest, and I know some of y'all don't like this girl, but I gotta give her. I gotta give it to her. My highest interview to this date is Ness. Everybody was telling me, I don't nobody want to hear about no Ness. Ness ain't this, Ness ain't that, Ness. Whatever your opinion is of her, okay? But she did the interview with me, and I appreciate that. And she didn't charge me. I appreciate that. It's been other people that I asked, could I interview them? They not only responded, they didn't respond to me. They paid me no attention because I'm a little peon on the notch for now. But I'm a little peon on the notch. They didn't say nothing to me, and I'm like, oh, okay. See, what I don't do is ask more than once. If I do, it's because I don't think you really understood me or you heard me. Then I'll repeat myself. But my pet peeve is repeating myself. I asked Nash, she said, yeah, the first time. Then we just had to come up with a date and time. So one day I dropped in her chat. I said, what about my interview? She said, stay right there. We're going to hook this up now. She gave me my date. We agreed on the time. I emailed her and said, is there anything that you don't want me to talk about? I'm not that type. And she told me one thing that she would not discuss. I said, I received that. And we did not go there. We went everywhere but there. And I was okay with that. Because all I got is my word, y'all, and my integrity. I'm not no shock jock. I don't need it at all. I'm successful off of her. Where most people got this and they're successful here, but they life ain't, I'm successful off of her. It's just going to be a matter of time when this catches up with everything else that God is doing in my life. But I don't want she'll trick you into, no, we won't do that one. We won't do that. It's not that deep. It's not that deep. But that's fine. And when I say this, I know some of y'all be like, I have no hard feelings with nobody. And I always got to say that because people feel like when you tell your truth, that you coming at people, you throwing shot. That's because that's where their mind and their heart's at. People like me with a pure heart, we don't think like that. We just talk. We tell how we feel. My highest interview to this day is Ness No Mess. I think my second highest is Brianna Pettyville. And I think the other one is Sean Bradley. And I was out, you talking about fanning out. When Sean Bradley said yes that I could interview him, I mean he was another one when I asked, he said, sure. Straight up. Wasn't no, let me think about it. Maybe possibly could be. No. No, he said, sure. I was fanning out. These Sean Bradley? Gonna let little old me, and I don't even think I had 500 people at that time. He came right over here. We had a ball. Brianna, she's the other one. Sure, Miss Creole. Let me know when. I love me. I love me. I love how God has me. Y'all don't know. I've been through a lot in my life. You can't tell it, but I have been through a lot in my life. And I knew, I was telling my daughter this Sunday, we was talking. I said, I keep forgetting she's a grown woman now because I still look at her as me and my husband's little baby. But this is what I prayed over my child when she was in my stomach. I went up to get prayer for her. My husband laid his hands on my belly as well. And I asked the Lord, endow this child with favor. I want her to have so much favor with you, God, that it's oozing out of her. When people see her, they want to be a blessing to her. Now, if 300 was still around and everything, he would tell y'all, you can't meet my baby and not want to just do something for her. She's that type of person. Seriously. When you see her, when you talk to her, you just want to do something for her. You like, I just want to bless you. She just got that on her life. God answered that prayer. Any job she start, they want her to be a supervisor. Anybody she meet, Creole, thank you for the encouraging words this morning. You are in my Kendra always boo, always. But yeah, so that girl got favor on her life. And I was sitting, we was talking before church started, and I said, you ever know that you're destined to do something great and you on the verge of it, but you still don't have an idea of what it is? Y'all, that's me. That is me. And as she said, Mama, she said, girl, like, yeah, she said, why come I was just sitting here thinking that? I said, I already know you destined for something great. I pray that over your life. She said, I know it's all you keep talking about. I said, yeah, girl, you ain't got no choice but to do something great. I said, but I'm sitting here on tiptoe in anticipation. Something is about to shift and it's for the best. Now, I don't know if it's politics. I don't know what it is, but it's something great about the bus open for me. And when I talk great, I ain't talking about a little great. I'm talking about great to where I'm going to be able to change a whole lot of people's life for the better. I feel it. It's on me. It's hovering over me. One, I'm a sower. I believe in helping people. I'm a sower. I'm a tither. I know some of y'all don't even like that word. I ain't giving no church my money, but you don't mind giving Walmart your money, but that's a whole nother story between you and God. However, not only do I pay tithes, I pay offerings. And then I do a little extra. When God puts somebody on my heart and I see them, I put some money in their hands when I have it. Sometimes I give until I ain't got nothing. And I'm like, God, what part of the game is this? Oh yeah, that's how me and God talk. He know me. I'm like, God, what part of the game is this? You tell me give that person my last $5. Huh? And then little do I know he don't work something out on me on the back end. Yeah. Okay, so this musician, this music, hold on, hold on. They coming to do something in my home. Hold on, let me answer this. Okay. So anyway, this musician that is so smooth. I call him Mastro. He plays 5 or 6 different instruments. So I was supposed to sing on his upcoming project, right? And I, y'all, it was so much going on, I would forget, right? But I was supposed to be one of his singers, one of his lead singers on his upcoming project. And so I'm proud of him, even though I'm mad I ain't on it. I'm proud of him because it's coming out. I think he said tomorrow. It releases tomorrow or whatever. And so, but let me tell you how God loves me so much. You know what he told me? He said, oh, and by the way, get ready for January because we're going in the studio. And I'm sitting here like, for real? He said, yeah. He said, we're going in the studio. He said, I ain't letting you sit no longer. He said, at all. I don't care if I got to come and pick you up. You going in that studio. I said, okay, I agree to that. See, when God is trying to bless you, stop slowing your feet up. Move your feet. Get up out of your seat and move your feet. So I'm excited. I'm so I'm so excited, y'all. I'm just now you would think me saying all this that everything in my life is great right now. No, I got some storms. I got some storms. You know what I'm saying? But I ride waves all the time. Come on, Coco. Come on. I ride waves all the time. I'm good. I'm good. This too shall pass. It ain't gonna be nothing but something else for me to help somebody else with. It's me to give somebody my testimony and my praise report so that they'll know that they can come through it too. If I came through it, so can you. So can you. You know. My daughter asked me, she said, Mama, when we going skating? And I said, I didn't tell you, did I? She said, what? She said, I've been waiting. I said, the doctor released me to skate. Y'all, my heart doctor. Y'all don't understand what I'm saying. See, that's why I praise God. Yeah, I know y'all like, this whole life gonna be, it might be. And ain't you done had enough fool la la? Shout out to that content creator that says fool la la. Ain't y'all done had enough of that? If not, it'll be more on the street where y'all can pick up on that. Come on and get you some Jesus. Come on, get you some God over here. Like I said, hey Hebrew. Hey. Yes, I have been, babes. I have, because you said that the last time. Yeah, you're right. Thank you for posting it though. So yes, honey. I, trying to get myself together, y'all. Trying to get myself together. I am. Let me tell you something. I went from having a heart attack in 2018. Some of y'all know, some of y'all don't. I had a heart attack in 2018. And at that time, when I had my heart attack, and they rushed me to the ER, and they called. I went to the urgent care. My husband took me urgent care because it's right by my house. So he felt like I felt. If anything happened, they know how to resuscitate me and all that stuff. Okay. I just knew something was wrong. I didn't know what was wrong. I just knew something was wrong. Right. And so when that woman did that EKG on me, a doctor ordered EKG. When they did that EKG on me and it came back that I was in active heart attack mode, he was like, she was like, he or she, I forgot if it was a male or woman doctor, said, which you want us to call him now? You want us to call the ambulance, or is it your husband gonna run you there? And I said, well, they said, because you're in active heart attack mode right now as we speak. That's what's wrong with you. You're having a heart attack. And I said, what? My husband stood up and said, huh? Just like it. I never knew a heart attack could be that way. And the longer I sat there, the more it felt like my heart was cramping. So I knew it. And I wouldn't tell him that because I knew then, yeah. Mm-mm. My husband, now I got my wife. Now we don't live far from the hospital either. So got me over to the hospital and everything. And she said, I'm calling ahead. She or he said, I'm calling ahead. By the time I got there, we pulled up and there was two doctors already waiting at the emergency door. And my husband said, this is, and gave his name. And they said, we've been waiting on her. And then about two or three nurses came with those two doctors and they pushed me back. I mean, they was flying back with me. Got in that room. They hooked me up so quick to everything, started my IVs and blah, blah, blah. Kept on saying, talk to us, talk to us, talk to us. What's your day been like? I mean, they was trying to keep me alert. I realized that, after it was over. Then all of a sudden, here come three more doctors coming there. And I mean, my whole room was filled. My whole room was filled. And then they did all these other tests and they told me, well, we found out, blah, 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 outside of the heart attack, this is this, this is this. And my husband's mouth and my mouth was like, say, who? Me? Y'all. Yeah. So 2018, I had a heart attack. And then when I went for my PET test, that's a test that some people, they walk them on a treadmill and watch and all this to get your adrenaline high and, blah, blah, blah. I I couldn't go into the machine because I was claustrophobic, very, very bad. I couldn't go in the machine, so they had to do a different way. So I sat in this chair that's like the dentist chair, and this thing that goes over you, it ticks as it goes over you. It moves like every so many seconds, and you're not in nothing. It's open at the end, but it goes from one side to the other, from one side to the, and what that does is take pictures of your heart. It takes pictures of your chambers and everything. Anything that has to do with the heart, it takes pictures of it. Okay. And you sit there, and that's about 3 hours. 3 hours in a chair like that. But I'd rather take it than go in that MRI thing. I'm sorry. I just couldn't. So anyway, um, they diagnosed me with congestive heart failure. Okay. And they said, well, you got congestive heart failure, blah, 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 blah. That didn't sit right with me. I'm like, see, you said I'll never get better. No, from here on down, it's just, no, I'm sorry. And, so we'll put you on some medication that'll help you. People live with congestive heart failure, but over the years, it's going to get worse and, you know, things like that. And I'm like, oh, okay. See, don't ever tell me that I can't, whatever, because I know who I serve. Okay. Anyway, make a long story short, to go from a heart attack, congestive heart failure, to now my heart is so good where I can roller skate. Oh yeah, I don't have congestive heart failure no more. Now here's the thing. So aortic valve. That's what they said I have now. Aortic valve. Okay. I went from having congestive heart failure, and it's documented. Got my X-rays and all my pictures. I had congestive heart failure. I went from having that to aortic valve. Okay, aortic valve, and that's where calcium is building up in your arteries. Okay, build up in your heart arteries. So it becomes some part of your heart becomes calcification. Okay, all right, and that's what I ended up with after that. Right. So I'm like, so that has will it reverse? Does it get better? They're like, no. Once that happened, it doesn't progress as much as everything else, but yeah, it doesn't get better. I'm like, oh, okay. See, don't tell me that. Don't. I have to give the healing. God has given me that, but I believe in God, and unless He tell me no, then it's always yes with me. I was like, oh, okay. Now, I wish I had some real believers on here. Oh my God. Ah, Lord. I got to study. That's one thing outside of my husband passing away that threw me in herbs real deep because you telling me no, but I feel the unctioning to study. And when I found that herb, and when I read this scripture, it's a scripture I give all my people. See, like I said, I got a life outside of here. I'm over a couple of pastors, a church or two members, and I give them this scripture for certain things. So I myself begin to take what I gave them in scripture. Baby, when I went back to my doctor, my heart specialist, because I'm seeing a specialist, okay? When I went back to the specialist this last time, it was in the beginning part of November, and I went on my chart to see what the outcome was, and it read, and I quote, examine patient of aortic valve, different from last year when we took this picture. Actually, it's way better than what it was. Really don't see patient needs to come back for a whole year when I was coming back every 3 months. Patient is doing very well. Amazing. Anyway, so y'all keep because y'all may not like Jay-Z. See how I switched that? Because yeah, y'all don't know. I don't need to be in church to praise God. I don't. I don't need to be, honey. Who? My mom and I was in the store, and something that happened to me hit me, and I start who subject to break for a praise at any moment, baby. Who that thing hit me? What God had did? My feet start going. I start moving. That's something we do in the holiness church. We call it holy dancing. Who? I was with my mom and that thing just hit me. She was talking about something. I can't even tell you what she talking about. That thing hit me on what God had did. I just started. I mean, it's in the store. I give some praise everywhere. Don't be with me. I might embarrass you, honey. I might embarrass you, okay? Because let it hit me. Let it hit me. If you don't care that somebody be with you that's cussing all out of both sides of their mouth, you don't care that somebody's with you that'll call somebody out of their name, that can hit 4 or 5 blunts in front of everybody. If you don't care about all of that, don't care that I'm holy dancing. Don't care that I pick them up and give my God glory anywhere I am. See how that works? If that don't embarrass you, then me praising God shouldn't embarrass you either. That's how I look at it. But if it does, you just embarrassed. How about that? Move forward. Awesome. Yay. So anyway, so they coming tomorrow. Ooh, because I didn't feel like dealing with it today. Lord, today and all tomorrow. So anyway, what time is it? Oh yeah, I'm a little over. But y'all pray for Jay-Z. Seriously. You may not like him. That's what I was saying. You may not like him for whatever reason. Or you may have picked a side, but he's still a father. He still takes care of his mother. Okay. And he's still a husband, no matter what. And it's gonna ricochet. I told y'all somehow Beyonce is going. I told you. And just think about Blue Ivory and them twins. You know, and I know a lot of people don't care for Diddy either because of whatever, and most of it may be true. Or at least some of it may be true. But he think about his kids. Just pray for his kids. Pray for his mother. Here's the thing. Ask yourself this question: Why are they going after our big time people? See, I noticed something. Every time they honor you, it's like a month later, between a month and 3 months later, they start bringing out things about you and then they start crucifying you. Some of y'all flip flop so much, it bothers me. You don't even take the time to even examine what's being said. It's just somebody said it. And let me tell you something. I am a survivor and a conqueror of being molested and raped. So I know some foolishness when I hear it. And I ain't going to apologize for it. Some of you women, y'all mess. Y'all mess. And see, I got sons. I got daughters as well as sons. And like I said, I understand. I understand being touched and all that stuff. I understand that. But not everybody that says that they have been boo boo kitty. You got to discern the truth and stand on it. It's coming next year. You're going to have to make your election sure. You're going to have to make a stand on something and stand on it. You are not going to be able to be a flip floppy person. And it may not be popular for you to make an opinion about something. People may tell you, I cannot believe you agreeing on that. I cannot believe that. But when you know you're right and it's right, stand on it. No matter who don't like it. I'm just saying. I am just saying. Also, okay. Also, every time I go to say something, I'm hearing, I can't tell you how he deals with me. So, um, uh, how can I say this? Make sure if you say I do next year, those of you all who are engaged, or if you get engaged in 2025, make sure that that's the one you're supposed to be with. I don't care if y'all been dating for 12, 10, 15, 3, 2 years. I don't care. Okay? Make sure that's the one that you're supposed to be with. Women, make sure that the men that you're dating, that you know their background. I am seeing that there will be some of y'all that's gonna date some people, and these men, you don't know what their background is, and they are really molesters. Be careful, because nowadays they don't just want the little girls, they want the boys too. Men, be careful of the women that you're dating. Some of you all got kids, some of you raise your own children. Okay? Some of these women are foul. They are foul. They have a jealous streak that is running rapid right down the middle of their forehead. If it ain't them, they don't want you talking to your kids or nothing. And they will mistreat your children. They will mistreat your child. Be careful. Ain't no set of buns or boobs that fine to deal with nobody that's going to mistreat your child. Seriously. Be careful. Um, I see something gonna happen with the medicine, y'all. I don't know. I know it's gonna be something with pricing of medicines, and it's gonna be the medicine that I want to say cold medicine, um, diabetes. That's gonna go under fire again. Let me tell y'all that too. Some of y'all remember this story, but let me give you something about the United Healthcare insurance. My oldest son, uh, left the job he was at. That's the insurance that the job had. Okay. Well, this is before he left. He had started a new job, and he went from having Aetna, which used to be with Blue Cross Blue Shield. Okay. So he went from having Aetna, which I think is a good insurance, to going to United Healthcare. Well, he's a diabetic. And so he was on a certain medication that is covered under Aetna. When he went to United Healthcare, they refused to cover that medication. That even though his doctor wrote them and told them that's the only diabetes medication that really works with him, they still said no. They denied him because they wanted him to try what they want to approve first. He had to do that first for 30 days. When it was time for him to get the other medication, they said they didn't see no authorization for that medication that his doctor wanted him to take. Not only did they mail it in, they scanned it in, they sent it in through computer and whatever else that they do to get it over there. It went over 4 times, y'all, and still United Healthcare said we don't see it. It's not here, so he's gonna have to stay on that medication, which the medication United Healthcare put him on, he had to take double the stuff than he did when he was with Aetna, and he only had to take one. And he was out of his medication for a whole 9 days because United Healthcare, not only did they not approve what Aetna had him on, but they also hadn't sent him a prescription so that he could start taking the one that they wanted him to take. What's up, Blackberry Molasses? Yeah. So, and I know y'all gonna think this is bad of me, and I get it, and it probably is, but okay. Because you're playing with people's lives. My son was the recipient of you all playing with his life. He could have died. He had to end up going to the emergency room twice so that they can bring his sugar down. See, because even though he know I'm a herb dealer, in the back of his mind, sometimes he's like, I really need. Hey, you don't believe? You don't believe? No, it's not. I don't believe it. But mama, go ahead, baby. You a man, first of all. Y'all hate going to the doctor. So for you to go to the emergency room, you must really be scared. So go on and go. I don't take it no way. I'm still your mama. So he went twice so they can bring his sugar down. That's yeah. And more of that is about to start happening. More of that's gonna happen. Do y'all remember? Some of y'all don't remember, but you remember that Walmart before Walmart was Walmart that we know it of. It was Walton. You know what I'm saying? It was a store called Walton. It's like a family store and everything. But then when Mr. Walton himself died, the father that started it, when he died, his son took over and started creating this conglomerate called Walmart, and it was taking up every mom and pop store didn't have a chance against Walmart. Remember that mom and pop stores was closing down because they just couldn't compete. They could not compete. All right. So have y'all noticed that Walmart is under decline? That they beginning to close down Walmarts? It's not that they hadn't closed them before, but they begin to close them in an alarming rate, and they trying to push everybody to go to one Walmart, like where you had like five of them in your area. I mean, in your city, maybe you had five or six of them. All of a sudden now you got three. Like Amazon. Amazon started off as a book thing. Now Amazon does everything. It's putting other little businesses out of business. But watch what happens with Amazon. They even in the pharmacy business now. You can get your prescriptions from Amazon. Did y'all know that? Yeah. Watch. Watch what I'm telling you. I would advise everybody to get a camera if you can to put on your home. You can actually get some off of Amazon. Speaking of Amazon, I got two of them off Amazon. They have some pretty good clear cameras. I mean, very clear. You could see all the way almost down to my block. I'm gonna get another one because in my backyard I have a patio back here and all this stuff. And I do have a security light and everything. Like you can't walk past my house without my light not coming on. And it gets on my nerves sometimes because them squirrels be out in the yard and their lights stay on. But anyway, but I'm gonna get one to go back here on this patio. Just in case somebody's trying to hop that fence back there and come across my yard. I'ma see you. I'ma see you. So yeah, they got some good ones that's on Amazon as well. You know, um, and I think that's all I wanted to tell you guys. I really do. Outside of make sure that you still don't over drink water, y'all. Them telling you that you need uh, what's that? 8 glasses of water. That is too much water. Your body will start waterlogging. You don't need that much water at all. You don't need that much water. Okay. Um, but make sure the water you drink is pure. I always say spring, but it is what it is. Y'all just drink water, okay? But not a lot. Drink you like a liter a day, if that. Unless you're sick, then a little bit more past the liter. Unless it's real hot outside and you're sweating, you know. Most of your water should come from fruit anyway. H3O, okay? Water's H2O, fruit's H3O. Most of your water should come from your melons, watermelon, cantaloupe, honeydew. So yeah, most of your water, I think watermelon is like 98% water. Cantaloupe is good, you know. Um, A lot of times when people think they hungry, you really are thirsty. You are really, even me being a coffee drinker, I'm telling you, my whole system is changing. My whole system is changing. I don't even drink coffee like I used to no more. And that's funny. Like I have a cup of coffee and I'll be sipping on it. Now on Saturday, sometimes I have 2 cups. Cause it's like I go through that first cup, I get the second cup. But I don't drink as much as I used to because my taste buds is changing. I'm becoming a little bit more healthier and I'm craving things, like I said, fruit and a little bit more water. And then when I want water, but I know I'm at that point where I can't have no more, I eat ice. Not because I have pica, because I don't have pica no more. But I put more ice in my cup than I do water. So that way, once the water's gone, I can let my ice dissolve and then melt and everything. So, so yeah. So anyway, y'all, like I said, be careful who you entertain. Be careful who you take in your bosom. Um, be careful because a lot of people don't mean you no good. They just don't. And see, somebody said this about me. They said, you know what? They said, Coco, you are loyal almost to a fault. You support people even when they don't support you. You give people a chance when they'll write you off. And that's true. And for everybody who supported me on my premiere the other night, thank you so much. I just wanted to do that. I said, this is going to be fun. Because when I came on, it was late. And I'm like, well, I'm just going to do this recording because I haven't did a recording in a while. I'm going to record it, I'm going to upload it, and I'm going to set it as a premiere. So that way at midnight, y'all get the countdown that I got a video. And I thought that was so cool. It was so good. So I'm learning, y'all. I'm learning. So I do appreciate everybody who took the time to share it. I look at it. I really do. That meant a lot to me. Y'all know I don't check my YouTube thing until the next day. So I appreciate you guys for giving me grace. Okay, for giving me grace and everything and stuff. And so here's another thing that I'm not gonna do. I don't do it now, but I'm really not gonna do it in 2025. So don't expect it. Is explain myself. What I mean by that is if I made a decision or if I said something, I said it. If it don't matter why I said it. I said it. If you don't like that I said it, don't look at me. See how that works? So no, not explaining myself at all. 54, not 5 or 4. Okay, 54. Not explaining myself. I don't explain myself to my mama, and she gave me life. It just is what it is. I don't. If you know me, you know I don't speak malicious. I make a comment like everybody else because that's what we on YouTube to do is comment. Because if not, then why even do this? We want people that's gonna comment, whether it's why we live or when we not. Either way, let us know that you enjoyed it or you didn't. Click the like button. Does it sound familiar? So of course we want you all's input. So my input shouldn't weigh no heavier than nobody else's. So what I ain't gonna do, okay, you're hearing it from me. What I'm not gonna do is explain. Now, let me say this before I get out of here. Lolo. Lolo, Lolo. Ah, my beautiful sister Lolo. Lori, aka Low to the low to the low, low, low. What in the Hello Kitty have you done again? What are they saying you done? I can't keep up. I told y'all life be lifing for me. I be, like if I do call you back, please know that means a lot. Seriously, don't take it light. If I do text you back, that means a lot. Okay? Because life is lifing. And that's the truth. You know, it just is. But Lolo, baby, what is going on? I'm so clueless. I am clueless in YouTube. I have no idea what the French poodle, ouch, it hurts right there. I have no idea what the French poodle is going on. I don't know. I don't look at that guy, whatever his name is. I don't look at him. I couldn't tell you nothing about him except what I heard. I can't, y'all. My peace is too important to me. Shout out to y'all that do. God bless you in your endeavors. Shout out to Kimmy. Just Kimmy, I miss you. I miss me some Just Kimmy. I do. I was so glad when Shelly made a reappearance back up on her. I'm like, okay, we might be coming back to some similar, what we used to. Shalina's back, so maybe we getting back to the old sector, over there in the beefing sector, But I'm like, but some of this stuff that's being, and I understand because Just Kimmy is a newlywed, and honey, them legs that I'm quite sure she's wrapped around at night is more important than some YouTube. Because when I was married, that's how it was, baby. My husband, I would only be on her when he was at work. If he was in there taking a nap, I would come on her. But other than that, I'd be wrapped around something. Okay, trying to get into something. Okay, you feel what I'm saying, grown people trying to get into something or wrapped around something. Yes, that was me. That was me. Okay, so yeah, when you married and you in a real marriage, honey, who, baby. So I understand it, Just Kimmy. Enjoy your husband, honey. But I miss you, boo. If nobody else tell you, I'ma tell you. I miss you. I miss your sauce on the stuff that's going on in that sector. I miss your sauce. Because I promise you, ain't nothing like a Just Kimmy sauce. Each person got their own way of they dealing with that they give the news on different things, and we like them because of how they give it up. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, so I haven't heard her in a minute. I just wish she'd just come back on real quick and say, hey, y'all, and point the remote, the remote, point that and, give us her little sauce and then go back off again. So it's almost the end of the year and we ain't heard from Just Kimmy. I'm feeling some type of way. I ain't gonna lie. Now watch people make a big deal out of what I just said. Watch. Because Creole was throwing shade. Because she said, y'all are some pitiful people. Let me go on record. Tell this too. Some of you guys are some pitiful people. Y'all look for anything to make a story out of. Ain't no story here, boo. None. I was glad to see Mother doing the cleanup. He hadn't been on in a minute. I was glad to see him doing the cleanup. I was glad to see Sean jump in because they hadn't been on. I'm old school beef sector. I love old school beef sector. I just do. I do. I'm sorry. Maybe because I'm old school. And for those of you guys who always feel, now let me say this. How can I say this? I say it like this. Pray you get old. I ain't old. To me, old is like 80, 90, but to me, old is how you feel. Old is how you can carry yourself and stuff. Okay. And that beans and cornbread, Lord. Beans and cornbread, I know you listening to me. You a mess. But anyway, I'm sorry, y'all. That beans and cornbread just went through my head. Back to what I was saying. Um, hope you get old one day. If you haven't experienced a lot of things, I'm gonna tell you like my grandmother told me, keep living. Just keep living, baby. Just keep living, baby. Because life has a way of shaking some stuff up. Life has a way of teaching. Whatever lesson you need to learn, when you are not learning it, life has a way. It has a way. It has a way. So, you may be a young whippersnapper now. You might be 20, 25, you know. Hope you live to get old. Hope you have many more sunshines and sunsets. I make no apologies for being the age I am. I love being this age. I love being the age that I am because I realized I had a life. I had a good life. Bad things happen, of course, it's life. But for the most part, I had a good life and still having a good life. I don't see it changing no time soon unless it gets bad. I always say it gets greater later. The only thing I see is it's getting greater later. Like me walking down the aisle, but y'all meddling in my business. I'll tell y'all about that a little later because that's yeah. Okay. It let me tell y'all something. It would have happened before now, but I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. I still had to get over that hump of my deceased husband. And I always remember him. I always love him. Seriously, you just do, you know. But now I'm ready. But I'm ready, but I ain't. Let me share that and I'm gonna get out of here. I'm ready, but I ain't. I'm ready because I'm healed. I'm healed, okay? But I'm not because I'm enjoying me and what I do and the things that I'm doing and the things that's opening up to me and the blessings. And I'm just enjoying me. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, y'all, and seeing my grandbabies. Like my one of my granddaughters is out of town. She's my namesake. She is out of town. She's a middle schooler, out of town, walking the halls to create laws. She's one of the ones trying to create laws right now. Don't you think I'm happy? Can you imagine me as a grandmother knowing that I created something like that? Like I created the mother that created that. That's from me. That's my lineage. The mother of her, this child, when she was in school, honey, she graduated with a 4.3 grade point average. So I knew all of her crumb snatchers was gonna be, and then her son, her oldest child, he not only he in high school, he's got a 4.0. They had a 4.0 all year on the dean's list. Head of the track team, got a scholarship so far. He's waiting to see. Uh, y'all, it's just so much. It's so much. My granddaughter, I put that video out there of her leading the song for this super choir in Kentucky. Oh my goodness. She's just been accepted to college. Full ride scholarship. Y'all, you don't think I'm a proud grandmama and a proud mother that my kids produce something like that? And that not only is my grandkids doing good, but my children are doing, huh? From a single mother. I was single when I was raising them, and then I met my husband. He came into life when my third child was 4 years old. She was turning four, 3 or 4. That's when he came in our life. But the foundation was from me. And to see my children, man, that's a blessing. That is a blessing, y'all. And to know that what I had to do to make ends meet, that my children didn't know it until they got grown. I didn't never wanted to take their innocence. I never wanted them to know things. Because once a kid sees something, you can't unring that bell. So I'm excited. So just to know that my granddaughters, even my baby grandkids, they've been what is that? Not that it's something that this school does to where they honored each week. The set of twins and their baby sister, all of them been honored for the last 2 months. You heard me say each week they pick a last 2 months. Y'all don't think I'm a proud grandmama? Y'all don't think it's another reason why I pray and have faith and give God the glory because He's got mine? Even my deceased daughter's son, he graduated this year. He's doing wonderful. Do you hear me? And I know she's like, if she could see him, she's like, that's right, baby. Mama's still with you. I'm proud of you. That's another thing. Let me tell you something. When you lose a child, and then the following year you lose your husband, holler at me. Holler at me. When you've been molested, not by one family member, okay? Not by two family members. You don't want me to tell you how many, but when you've been molested and then you've been raped and all of that, and you still got your right mind, holler at me. Holler at me. Because until then, I don't care what you say. That's all I want to say about that. When you don't walk through fire like that and you come out and you don't smell like smoke and your clothes ain't burnt and you still look as good as you did when you start walking in it, if not better, you ain't lost your mind, you still in your right mind, you still got love for humanity, you still trust God with your life, holler at me. Holler at me, because unless you went through all that, I don't care what you say about me. I really don't. And if you knew how much I didn't care, I keep telling y'all would ask God, are you sure she's yours? Because I just got that I don't care situation going on with me. I don't care, baby. Have at it. Call me whatever. Do what you feel like you need to do. God bless you. And I really mean that. God bless you. On that note, I love you guys. And no matter what the test, always do your best. Thank you again, Lashana Roos Brown. That's my sister from another mister. Shout out to all of y'all. And don't forget, be a part of the replay game. If you want to bless me with some coffee or something, I take all blessings. Nothing big, nothing small. It all spins the same, okay? It's nothing too big, nothing too small. It all spins the same. I am going to go ahead and lay down and watch some TV, and to TV watch me. I'll probably catch some of these people out here on these YouTube streets and drop down for a minute. Shout out to Miss T Velocity, Miss O, Lady Nika, Mother, Shine. These are the people that I actually support. Joyce, um, Shelly, uh, Pizza, Bree, Jay Wilson, and some more people outside of the beefing sector that I will not name. K Fit, uh, King Roman News, Charlie, the Hood Table. Look, I should have started naming because now I got to name everybody. Um, uh, I forget. Oh, Shalina. I be up in her sky. I'll never drop down. Just be up in her sky. When I miss her, I go back and do the replay. QB. Uh, Let me see. And Brooke ain't been live in a minute, so I can't say Brooke, but I do support Brooke too, y'all. I be over lemon lime, lemon juice, lemon. Huh. I support you to a certain extent, Boo Boo Kitty. You be on your lives. You work a whole shift for real. You be on your lives like you done clocked in for work. I get it now. I used to didn't get it, but I get it now. Okay, but I can't roll with you like it, bro. For real. I might look at you for about 3 minutes, and I know it don't seem long, but it is when you get to timing it. 3 minutes, and then I'm gone. And then I might come back and look at you 3 more minutes. Demetra lit all day. I knew I was forgetting something. And then I might come back and, yeah, but lemon. I can't watch you 7 and 8 hours, boo. I can't even watch you 3. I'm serious. I don't have it in me. I have ADD, attention deficit disorder, and yeah, I can't do it. That'd be too many. And then you got too many people that come up there with different personalities. Like you got a couple people that's got like 6 personalities within themselves. So when you got 9 people up there plus 12, because 2 people carry 6 people, yeah, that's a bit much. That's a bit much, lemon. I go over and roller skate with Sir King a little while too. But yeah, lemon, that's too much. Oh, yeah. But yeah, ain't been on. That's why I don't remember. Okay. Yeah, I know I'm ODS is mine, so it goes without saying. I'm always over. Sometimes I don't drop down. I'll be up in the bushes sniping people. Up in the bushes. Now you see how that sound? Up in the sky sniping people. Um, yeah. So and then I got people that I really watch outside of the business sector over there. Like Diva and Shaker. I be in Shaker's skies too. Yeah. So yeah. Shaker girl, I be over. I be watching you, girl. I be watching. I be giving you a click, girl. Yeah. So anyway, but yeah, y'all, you all. It doesn't hurt to subscribe to people that It just don't got y'all. It's free. It's free 99. Give these people a sub. Give me, come on, y'all. Stop being all stingy with your likes and stuff. That's crazy to me. Go on and like the video. I dislike it. Just do something with the video, whatever one you want to do. You know, you know. Uh, so yeah. Anyway, I love you guys. As I stated, I know I said it first, and I know I'm missing somebody. And if I'm missing somebody, please count it to my head, not my heart, because I do support a lot of people, and I'm trying to think like, did I miss some? I know I missed. I missed a couple of people. I know I did. And if you see me in your like Tracy, look, how did I not mention Tracy? If you see me in your thing, I support you. So please don't, you know, I do. I support more people than they support me, and that's the truth. Now, some people they told me they support me, but they never drop down. Respect to you. I get it. I get it. And then some people that support me are really big time content creators. Like they got over maybe 50,000 to 60,000 subs, you know, and everything. And they come up under their troll page, not troll page, but their extra page, because they've even let me know that they support me and told me what I was talking about. I'm like, oh, wow, so, and I understand why they don't drop down because, you don't want people hounding you. I get it. I understand. So I appreciate you. I take quality over quantity any day. I do. I love me some people. I do. I love God's people. I do. Now, some of y'all not God's, so that goes without saying. But I love some God's people. I do. So, anyway, I'm going to get off of here again. I'm going to go lay my heavy, hungry hips down. I'm still at a good weight, but I want to get, they don't want me, y'all. Look, I'm trying to get back down to 198, right? I'm at 240. I'm trying to get down to 198. They wanted me to get 240. They put me on these pills that made me gain my weight, okay? And I like it, don't get me wrong, but I bought clothes for 198 and them some nice old clothes. And so what y'all want me to do with them, right? Cause yeah. So anyway, I'm trying to slim back down, right? So y'all pray for me because next year I'm going on a cruise. I'm getting married. I'm going on a cruise and I want to slim down, and everything stuff. So yeah. But anyway, all right, y'all. No matter what the test, always do your best. Smooches.